Hi, welcome to Badger Boose. I'm Badger. This is my caboose. Today's episode, we're going to fix this little spot right there. This little square is in the top of the cupola. Now what that is, the antenna for the radio used to go through there on that little square. Now there's a hole through there, and I see that in the future I'm going to have some issues with leaking, and I sure don't want that. So I'm going to knock that off, and I think I'm going to do something special with that. Let's go upstairs and we'll see exactly what all needs to be done. So here's the upper part of my cupola on top of my caboose. Here's the antenna portion that sticks up. You can see the bottom portion sticking through the bottom. What this is held on by, it looks like there's some square head, bolt heads up top here, and it's caulked around there, and the paint's already peeled and rusting. So I'm gonna get rid of this and put a little panel over it. That way it'll stop anything from happening in the future. So if your volume's up, you might want to turn it down, because I'm going to start this thing here in about 10 seconds. And that grinder, I know it's pain. I'll try to edit out the sound, and I'll double time it or quadruple time it, so you don't have to listen to it all day. Safety first, buddies. Safety first. I like my eyes. I like my ears. I like putting my gloves on the right hand. So I'm just going to cut the tops of these bolt hole heads off and see what we got. Get that out of the way, because I think I learned a lesson in the previous video. Okay, let's see. I think all the heads are off. Only had 4. It looks kind of stuck on there. A little bit of pressure might take it. Good enough. Looks pretty dandy. That worked pretty slick. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these little heads off, and then we'll smooth her down and see what we got. Grinder's coming back on, so just be prepared for that. 3, 2, 1. Actually, now that I think about it, sweep up down there anyway. I didn't get it all the way down, but that's all right. I'll change this up, and we'll clean her up, measure the spot up. When I say we, I mean me. That's usually me up here by myself, but sometimes I got help, and it's appreciated when it happens. I tell you what, I want this piece centered that I'm getting ready to put on the patch panel. This is off center. You see these rivets? It's off center about a rivet and a half, 2 rivets. This being centered, and the hole is even with the next one over, or 2 over, I guess, compared to this bolt hole. So I'm going to put a panel on that's going to cover this up, but still look centered. Let's see how. I think what I'll do is put it, since this is the center, I'll put it halfway, or I'll put it wide enough it covers that, so it'll cover the whole thing. And I'd just shy of 4.5 inch will probably do. I don't have an ink pen on me, I don't think. I usually carry one, but sometimes I don't. Look at there. Golly, something worked out for me. So, I go. Oh, let's see. I can barely see it. I can see it up on that paint real good. 4.5. It's just got to be a rough for this, basically, because this is just going to clean it up, and whenever I get done cleaning, I kind of want to see, you know, then I can adjust it accordingly. So let's see if we can get this cleaned up. Here comes the grinder. 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, that's pretty good. I'm gonna tell you what we'll do. We'll go downstairs, make sure this is about right. Make sure I won't get these. Oh yeah. That should be plenty big enough. If not, we'll just grind it away. 9 by 4.5. We'll just cut a piece out and see where we are. Right now, all I'm using is this. It's called a gator blade. It's a sanding disc. Works pretty good for taking paint off. It doesn't clean it like down to bare. I mean, it will, but it didn't clean it down to bare metal. Maybe if I go back over it, but I'm not going to right now. I've got some projects in the works that I'm going to try to get rounded around later this week, and hopefully we'll be able to put something on here and show you another kind of way to take the paint off. So let's head into the shop. All right, so here we are back in the shop. Tell you what's going on. First of all, rather than yanking down my extension cord that goes up top there, I went ahead and patched I patched the extension cord I had. I just stripped the wires back, wired each one, color coded inside there, then wrapped some Gorilla tape around them. I put electrical tape around the inside wires and then the Gorilla tape on the outside to protect it from dust and all kinds of stuff, because, well, I don't want to go out and buy me another freaking however much this extension cord was, probably about 30 bucks. So I patched this one. I've used it several times since then. If you've watched my series, you saw in one of my recaps I kind of messed up, so it is what it is. So I'll tell you what I got going on here. I'm going to plug this sucker in, this welder, because went down to my local welding shop a while back. Got a little piece of scrap pipe. They just let me have it. Man, thanks so much. Every couple dollars helps, really. So while we were there, I had them take the wheel grinder, cut me a slot in there. What that slot is to let rain go out, because I'm going to have this sitting on my plate right there. And I'm going to weld this up, making sure not to weld my drain holes. And I've got my plate that I measured up top, 4.5 inches tall by 9 inches long. That way it cover that hole up on the top of the cupola. Then when I'm done with that, I'll weld this into place. I just don't want to work in the hot sun as well. I want to work in the hot sun as little as possible because I don't like getting sunburned. That's why I wear a bandana. My forehead gets hot. My head, I'm kind of bald on top. You know, you just got to work with what you got. That's what I got. So, I'm going to take this little puppy right here. I'm going to center it on my lines because I got center lines drawn across. I've got it grounded. Got my welder ready. Got my glasses on. I got everything pretty much out of the way. Got my gloves on. And I'm going to fire this up. Try to weld her down. I'll tack it first, and then I'm going to weld around it. Then we're going to take it upstairs and put this puppy on. Let's see what we got. Sure, that's where I want it. That is where I want it. Let's stop there. Little tack over here. Little tack over there. And then we'll work on it going around. That's pretty good for now. And what I'll do, I'll put this around so I can get to the other side fairly easy. Make sure to leave my little drain holes intact. I know, you're like, what's this for? You'll see. Don't you like surprises? If not, it'll probably be in the title, so so who knows. Couldn't have done it better myself. Alrighty. So, we'll take the wire wheel, or we'll take the hand grinder, grind it. That's good enough for what I got, for what I want it for. So, let's get up top, get this sucker welded on. Alright. Back up on top, have my little patch panel ready to go. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to clean this up a little bit more because these arc welders, or not arc welders, these wire welders, they're a little temperamental when it comes to extra residue left on the substrate. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean up the edges real quick. And that way I get a good clean weld, or as clean as I can. There's a good, probably about a 5 or 7 mile per hour breeze up here. And I kind of want an excuse to show off my new little toy. Not sure how I feel about it yet, but I will let you know in a later episode what's going on. This is called the Paint Eater. I've already used these wheels on, say, my hand grinder, and they work okay on it. But it's a little too fast because I've only got a 1-speed grinder, and this is only 1-speed machine, but it's a lot slower RPM, which is preferred for these discs because my grinder just eats these up and the discs are about 12 bucks a piece, $11.56 if you can get them in 5 or more. And I'll tell you what, it goes fast whenever you're trying to clean an area, something this big. But anyway, let's give it a shot, see how this does on this little area. Has this little handle you can fold in and out. Push these 2 little buttons, they'll fold down. It only has 1 speed, but it's got these nice little grips that you can kind of control. Let's see what we can do. Cleaning it up, and there's little pieces of debris from the disc, but it's all right. It does okay. I mean, just okay. So what I'm gonna do now is get this thing in place, and I'm ready to weld this together. I don't like being in the sun no more than I have to. Show. What I'm going to do. I'm going to use my square. I'm going to square it up to this rivet line that goes across my roof. And whenever it's straight, go ahead and draw me a line. Now, my little ink pen. I know it's an ink pen. Now I don't know why my camera cut out, but maybe I'm getting low on space. But what I did, I drew my line, then I tacked my patch in place, and I'm going to go ahead and weld all the way around it. I didn't mean for it to cut out, and then I'll show you the finished product when I'm done. Alrighty, well, this is the finished product. As you can tell, I've got my weld all the way around. It looks kind of crummy because the welder was getting warm. Whenever the welder was cold right here, it did really well. Clear across here, welder got hot, overheated. Then I had some issues where it wasn't filling in perfectly. So anyway, this is my finished product. I just thought, you know, I was gonna wait till 4th of July, but I figured now's just the perfect time for it. Yeah. Well, let's do my summation today. What did we learn? Even with safety apparatuses such as goggles, gloves, earplugs, and such, you can still have a problem. All I got today, well, I can't even say all, but what I got done is I got Old Glory flying, and you know, that's my flag. It's not really my flag. I mean, I bought that flag, that's why I say it's mine, but it's our flag. Tired of all ugliness, but whatever. You know, there's all kinds of badness going on. You know, maybe if somebody sees this, maybe they'll listen to my message. I hope. Here's my message. I don't like getting political, but here's my message. You know, you don't need to be ugly. I mean, you don't have to burn down people's livelihood. You don't have to be a jerk when you pull somebody over. Just give respect where respect is due, but always give somebody a benefit of the doubt. There you go. Anyway, My buddy put his Old Glory up, and I thought maybe I should do the same, because I've had it for a while, you know, probably a couple weeks. I know it's been a few weeks since, at least a couple since I put a video out. I've been busy, been out in the hay field, been working, you know. Everybody's getting called back to work, and I'm one of them. We're doing a little bit. Anyway, so I got that all up there. Had to bring the camera down. Couldn't do it up top. The wind blew my camera over once, and that's just the way it is. What did I learn? Watch where your fingers are, because the grinder, even though it came a little close, it still got into my glove, and it kind of nicked my finger. Ain't no big deal. Let's see, what else I learned? Don't put off what you can get done today. I'll get some more videos out. I got some projects right behind you that I'm going to work on probably the next few days. I'll get a video out before then. This is dedicated to everybody in America. Everybody. Be good. Remember, if one man can do it, forget that. If one person can do it, another person can. Badger out.